I had some ideas just run through my head. I was thinking of the term bribery. Because, we hear about politicians getting paid off by lobbyists and whistleblowers, talking about corruption in whatever workplace that they're in. So I wanted to take a closer look at it, so I went to Wikipedia. Let's read it, shall we? Bribery, a form of pecuniary corruption, is an act of implying money or gift given that alters the behavior of the recipient. Bribery constitutes a crime as defined by Black's Law Dictionary as the offering, giving, receiving, or soliciting of any item of value to influence the actions of an official or other person in discharge of a public or legal duty. The bribe is the gift bestowed to influence the recipient's conduct and may be any money, good, right in action, property, preferment, privilege, emolument, object of value, advantage, or merely a promise or undertaking to induce or influence the action, vote, or influence of a person in official or public capacity. One must be careful when differing social or cultural norms when examining bribery. Expectations of when monetary transactions is appropriate can differ from place to place. Tipping is considered a bribery in some societies, while others, the two concepts may not be interchangeable. Well, that's some of the definition. Now, why am I reading this? I'm reading this because I would like everybody to think about the jobs that they perform on a day in, day out basis. And their pay that they get, is it a form of bribery? And I'm not saying that all jobs are like that, but it really makes me think of the question of would a person do that job if they weren't being paid to do it? Well, I guess, of course somebody's going to make a comment of, if people didn't get paid to do something, then there would be no garbage men or something like that, or a sewage cleaner or something dirty like that, But maybe those people wouldn't do it if they weren't getting paid. Would a person actually clean up the place and take care of the garbage if they weren't getting paid? It makes me think, because if they were a decent person, maybe they would, if they would just see something had to get done and they would just do it. Well, basically, I'm trying to think of what our world and society would be like if we didn't use money. So people make the argument that nobody would pick up any trash or garbage. And I'm thinking maybe they would. Maybe they would, feel like they had a stake in society more. Maybe there wouldn't be as much garbage in the first place. God, and there's so much garbage everywhere. And it's just, I don't think the majority of it is individuals' faults at all. I mean, goddamn, I don't know about you people, but they stuff your mailboxes full of every fucking garbage thing that you can imagine. You know? And it just piles up and piles up, and what the I don't think they should be making these things in the first place. But I think that's one of the downfalls from just trying to make as many jobs as possible, you know? But I think there's jobs out there that if you ask them the question, would they do their job if they weren't getting paid, I bet there's a lot of them that would just say hell no. You know, maybe police officer or security guards or something like of that nature. Bankers. You ask any banker or CEO, that's the one that you really should be asking this question to, you know? Would those people do the actions that they do if they weren't getting paid one cent? If they weren't, but they just, that's where I think the key of this discussion should go, is look at where the extremes of the money go to, and ask those people, like in the media, you know, ask Glenn Beck if he would be running around acting like a jackass, putting Vicks under his eyes to cry if he wasn't going to get paid for it. I don't know if you all saw that video of him using Vicks under his eyes to make him cry, but I thought it was kind of funny as hell. Because, you know, if he was actually serious about any of his topics, would he need that? He should just be able to recall how he felt and be able to tear up all he needs. Or maybe we could ask sports figures. Now that's a complicated issue, you know? Would the sports figures, maybe football or maybe mixed martial arts, the UFC, would those people be doing what they do if there wasn't this this money involved? I don't know, did anybody see that Tito Ortiz and Jenna Jameson when they were standing outside by the street, and there was a man came up to him, said that he had lost his house due to the recession, and he asked Tito if he could get, you know, a couple bucks or something. And Tito looked at him and said, "You're lazy, man." He straight up gave him. He didn't hand him $1. He didn't hand him any pocket change. You know, he told him that he was lazy, and that's why that was the whole reason why he didn't have money. And you know, I'm thinking, how lazy is Tito, and how lazy is his wife Jenna Jameson? Because, you know, what would they actually learn? We're in the 3rd millennium now, and what do they get paid so much money to do? You know, she gets paid to fuck strangers on camera, and he gets paid to beat people's asses on camera. You know, and we've been doing those things, you know, since the very start, since the very beginning of humanity. So I mean, Tito, you're calling this guy that he's all lazy? Yeah. Maybe it's Tito that's the lazy one, you know? And maybe that guy doesn't have money to eat or have housing because of the actions that Tito has done. Well, I think I gotta end this video right here.